I will be discussing about multiple intelligence in education.
Today we will talk about what is multiple intelligences, type of multiple intelligences, and integrating multiple intelligences in education.
So this time, let's define multiple intelligence. Well, it refers to a theory describing the different ways a student learns and acquire information.
So, in a classroom setting, from preschool to college, student learns differently. Each student is gifted and challenged by his or her learning abilities and preferences. Howard Gardner defines these learning abilities and preferences as intelligences. At first, a listing of 7 and later revised to a total of 9. Gardner developed the theory of multiple intelligences to explain how humans learn differently from one another. The first one we have here, verbal linguistic. They are the one who are smart in language and words. The second is logical mathematical. They are the one who are good at logic, numbers, and reasoning. The third one is spatial and visual. They are good in mental images and puzzles, maps, and so on. Bodily kinesthetic. They are the one that good in bodily control, so it means that can be seen among athletes. The next one is musical and rhythmic. So they are the one who are good in music, rhythm, tone, and music. The next one is interpersonal. They are the one in good communicating and relating to others. The next one is interpersonal. They are good in self-knowledge and self-reflection. And we have naturalistic. So they are the one who understands music. Rather than music, they are the one who understand nature. So that can be seen among biologists. And lastly, existential. So they are good in spirituality. So they are the one who actually questions life, death, and even beyond.
Why and how are we going to integrate multiple intelligence in education? So why? So integrating multiple intelligence helps the students. So first, let's talk about reinforce and keep it fresh. So this one, it's giving out different activities and would reinforce learning and making it interesting at the same time. So repeated exposure to learning concept is important. However, using the same teaching method to teach concept causes students to lose focus or become uninterested. Second, we have classroom management. Using the different intelligence to teach allows diverse learner a chance to succeed at learning. So for those students who fails, they're most likely the one who misbehaves. They don't pay attention or even disrupt the class. So it is important for a student to succeed in learning because when they feel success, behavior problem decreases. So the third one is assist learning. Using a variety of teaching strategies across multiple intelligence, the teacher can assess student learning. Assessment can be oral, written, and even performance. So the teacher can measure how well a student mastered the concept through completeness and accuracy. Alright, so now let's talk about on how to integrate multiple intelligence in education. So we have here, get to know your students. So in order for us to do that, there are many multiple intelligence assessment tools available online. We can use it to assess our students in order to provide us a fascinating snapshot of our students' innate abilities. So this approach helps students improve as well as help us teachers to change our perspective towards slow learners as well as those students with learning disabilities. Next is we can try to link instructional objectives to at least two types of intelligence. For example, you're a math teacher and you're teaching multiplication table. So you can actually add visual reference as well as teach the children a song about multiplying. Next is we have engage your students to multisensory learning. So multiple intelligence theory is actually connected to multisensory learning, which teaches the children learn better with activities that involve more than one senses, like incorporating visual and auditory when reading aloud, that's one, or singing while doing an action song, so that would be bodily kinesthetic as well. Next is when planning an intervention for struggling students. So when a student struggles with one skill, keeping multiple intelligence in mind can help us teachers see students' potential instead of their weaknesses. So this got to do with getting to know your students, the first one that we talk about. So when we're able to assess our student earlier, we will be able to provide a differentiated instruction strategies that will actually work with both the students' weaknesses as well as strengths. Next is incorporating all of the different multiple intelligence at least once a week. So by creating a checklist with multiple intelligence can help the teachers make sure that he or she will be able to use a comprehensive multiple intelligence strategy in class. So that's one. Let's proceed with the next one. So the use of multiple intelligence strategies with ELL students, so that means bilingual students. So the use of multiple intelligence in bilingual students can be very helpful for teaching concepts in a language other than their mother tongue. And lastly, we have expand upon the traditional. So for me, it is simply exploring other methods or other resources available, especially nowadays that due to the pandemic, we're only using online learning or e-learning. So why not take advantage of the free online application that we can use to make learning more interactive and engaging?
So that would be all. Thank you for staying with me all through the video. Once again, my name is Jewela, Mejorada. Thank you, and don't forget to like and add your comment.